Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and anything in between. My name is Rosefield, and I am your lovely dungeon master for tonight's session of Nyxborough D&D with our Precinct 9. That is the wrong background. Alright, one second. Let me make it the right background. Oh, whoops. There we go. Precinct 9. Yippee. There we go. We sadly do not have Rowan tonight. They are in crunch week, so they sadly can't join us, but we miss them, and we hope to see them in the future. Couple of quick announcements. We did not have session last week for Precinct 2 due to I was hit with a storm and I lost power and internet for most of the day. So sadly, I did not have, after I had gotten everything set up, well, we weren't able to get it. Luckily, we have managed to get things fixed back up. My internet's back up and working, my power is working, as you can see. We are shooting to try to have session tomorrow. There's a chance that we might, and if we don't have it tomorrow, we will have it the 11th regarding Precinct 2. That's all I can think about there, and hopefully once we get that back up and running, we'll be all good there. Precinct 9 is still on its every other week session so far, so our next session will be on the 17th. There is a chance we will be off on the 31st. I am still working through something right now. There's a chance that I will be out of state, so I will not be able to run that night. But I am unsure. I haven't made a decision on if I'm going, so we'll see. I think that's about it. So I will hop back over.
That's
Yes.
hilarious.
And that's actually like totally normal. It's like it was weird. It's like, well, not weird. It's like interestingly normal. Like, because again, it's kind of like a bonding thing. That's that way you can kind of build this kind of relationship, professional relationship, and it was cool.
Right.
I remember some of my friends from Germany, they decided they didn't want to go karaoke singing with him, and they actually got reprimanded by our our lead professor, because like, so when you're invited to something, it sounds like they're asking, but it's more of an expectation that you go.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that was fun. Good times.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time.
I'm doing recap because I remember enough that I can do it.
Wunderbar.
We also have notes, but yeah.
A little bit of both.
So, all right. Getting right into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry. Without the little cue music I always am like, okay, sorry, start now. Okay. So we pick up where we left off, where we're all helping out Craig with his garden and drinking, and as we're kind of finishing up that, Ro decides, hey, you guys are you guys hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. Also, during this point in time, Craig has gotten progressively drunker. He's not even touching his moonshine anymore. So basically, Rowan decides to makes impeccably, even though he himself is drunk as well. He makes a not just passable, an excellent plate of eggplant parmesan. Not literally eggplant parmesan, but pretty much eggplant parmesan. So as we kind of smash that, Craig, Cal notices that Craig is so far under the table. She's even kind of like, hey, bro, are you good? He's like, I'm gone. So she and the rest of us are all kind of like, okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. So we take him to bed. At which point we do notice, we find a sheet of paper. I can't really remember what's on the paper at the moment, but we find a sheet of paper. That's kind of gives us a little bit of pause. And then one of the things that we notice as we're getting Crag to bed is both Rowan, myself, and Cal have kind of noticed that there's a set of eyes looking outside. And then at the point that we kind of notice these eyes, then we end up finding a new sheet of paper that's basically saying, beware of who you talk to. And it's very clear this is recent because the ink is still wet, so it's probably from this mysterious pair of glowing eyes. At this point, we kind of get down. It's like, all right, it's probably time that we break. So, Harper, Rowan, and Cal all decide, hey, we're going to go ahead and leave now. Whereas Nigel's like, okay, someone should probably, one, stay with the drunk guy to make sure he doesn't choke on his own vomit. And two, make sure that whoever was out there is not going to try anything to harm him, because his blood hunter metabolism, he's pretty much sobered up at this point. So they all go their separate ways. Harper goes to their own home, whereas Cal and Rowan go back to, I believe it was Rowan's, right? Or was it Cal's place? No, it was Rowan's place. It was definitely Rowan's place, because she puts on one of his old shirts, and they talk more about Rowan with his sense of mortality, and does he really want to give up on life, or does he want to keep living? He's kind of resigned himself, and this is something that kind of makes Cal very emotional, especially in regards to the Rowan's budding attraction or romance with Livy's character. So they basically just kind of end up cuddling in the bed together and sleeping, as I'm probably sure they've done since childhood, as Cal kind of just wants to be with her friend. At the point that we get to the morning, Kragnar has a hell of a hangover, so Nigel does what he can to kind of make a hangover-proof breakfast, and they decide, hey, maybe we shouldn't take the nasty sky rail, and they walk to work. At which point, we end up ending the session with our captain having a conversation. Not our captain. Basically, a young woman comes asking the precinct for help, and that's basically where the session ends. I know I did not address the original thing where Cal was saying, hey, maybe we can solve your Sundered Bloom, but I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think you got a couple corrections. It was on the couch, because Rowan was on the couch and Cal was in her bedroom, and then came out later and cuddled with Rowan. But
okay.
And regarding the paper, that was you guys had stumbled upstairs drunk after learning that Takashi's room. You guys were like, can we go look at Takashi's room? Went up there,
that's right,
saw that it was all damaged and stuff like that, and we're like, ooh. Found the sheet of paper that was made, that looks like it was a handmade piece of paper that was blank. And then you had the little note that had LA on the back, and then was written and said, be careful who you trust. Followed by, as you all are at the station, which I'll just go ahead and kind of recap / we'll set the scene and kind of go from there. As you all are sitting down, getting ready for the day to come, each of you that are handling your hangovers as needed inside of the precinct, with fatty breakfast burritos and other things, and plenty of cool water or coffee. There is a woman who walks through the door. She is wearing a white dress, a fur coat, has a very little purse situation with like white gloves on. She's got kind of a short brown hair with curls. As she walked over to, I think Nigel and Kragnar were together, so walked over to Nigel and Kragnar, and said, "My name is Aiko Tanaka, and I need your help." As you see, this woman, kind of standing next to your desk, Harper, Livy, you also see her walk in, and she's not being quiet about the name drop, so you do hear the name drop as she walks in.
I think Olivia will kind of saunter over.
Harper will stand up and make some distance. Just kind of go across the precinct and just observe. Far enough to still listen, but not within range. Not to be like explicitly a part of the conversation.
Whose desk specifically did she go up to?
I would say she went up to like Kragnar and Nigel. She basically went up to the closest person.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I do remember Nigel did basically respond to her immediately and was like, yeah, so what would you like to report? We'd be happy to help you.
Yes, I want to report a, how do I put this? It hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen. Maybe there is a potential assassination attempt on Lady Silvara Driftshade.
Lady Silvara Shade. Miss Tanaka, why don't you take a seat? Make yourself a little bit more comfortable, if you'd like. And tell us how you came across this information.
She kind of sits down. Do we have somewhere that might be a little bit more private? This is kind of like the bullpen area, so like it is kind of open for all of the detectives.
Okay, yeah, we can take her into terminology escaping me, but yeah,
like
wherever we would kind
like
of
a holding room,
yeah.
interview
I must
room.
have the interrogation room.
Basically.
I was
Like the conference room, maybe?
This is the conference room, or you could take her to an interrogation room.
let's say the
Lock her up.
She's not being locked up necessarily.
right.
Not
I
yet.
would say okay. With that, Nigel's going to be all right. So I'll give you two options. And this is not meant to sound threatening in any way. You can either have this chat in the conference room, or we can take this in the interrogation room. Either way, that way we could have a little bit of privacy.
We can go to the interrogation room if that's easier.
As you like. Craigs, do me a solid and bring Miss Tanaka some. Would you like tea, coffee?
No,
I've baked a bit of avocado toast as well.
I thank you for your hospitality. I'm okay there. I just want to get this kind of reported and
Of course.
safely.
Of course. Right this way then. And yeah, he begins to lead her to the interrogation room. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll follow. Opens. I think there's a kind of a point where when she enters even into the interrogation room, she doesn't seem bothered by it, as if she has control of this space, even here.
Okay.
If you want, you can roll an insight check on her.
I was literally about to ask you for that.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Remind me, DM Hannah, my love.
Hi.
Interrogation rooms, don't they have zone of truth in them?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are they always active, or is it something you have to activate?
You have to activate them.
Okay.
You have to activate them, and you do it. Somebody would have to be on the glass, like on the one-way mirror situation. Someone has to
Okay.
be
If
there.
you
Well, they will
want-
go
if
and
you-
do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you didn't even... Yeah. Good.
What's the
Yeah,
one that was going to be
let
a
me-
hot place inside?
Let me make a real quick roll for her.
And on that insight, Hannah, it is a 19.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is.
And I got a 17.
Fine.
Oh, I forgot the roll. I got a 17 as well.
Dang, we
Okay.
are...
Who got above
Okay.
who got a 19 or higher?
That was me.
Nigel? Livy, do you want
No,
to
I got an 18.
Okay. Yeah.
I was doing math.
Yeah, good. She the rest of you see she does seem very much so in control. Like this is she's walking with a lot of confidence that you are kind of looking at like, okay, like she seems to be comfortable in this area and stuff like that. Nigel, you, however, you notice that as she walks in, I like this idea. We'll use kind of your blood hunter stuff. You catch a little bit that her heart rate increases just a little bit more as she enters this room. And it might be more like a rabbit walking into a lion's den situation.
As I've said before, Mr. Tanaka, feel free to make yourself at home and make yourself comfortable, and let's hear your report.
I would highly encourage you to just call me Aiko.
Very well, Aiko.
Saying that last name can sometimes cause the others to gain access to locations, so you have to be careful saying it.
I think I see what you're
She'll take
saying.
the seat. Yeah, she'll take the seat and everything like that.
So, how did you come by this information?
It was an accident. I overheard some guards talking, and they had said that they were being assigned, changing their routine. One of them mentioned Lady Silvara Driftshade as someone that needed to be removed from the board. I don't know her. She doesn't necessarily know me, but I know that she's a powerful woman, especially in the Gloam quarters. And so I've turned a blind eye for a while, and I don't think I can anymore.
a while towards the activity of the gods? Other people of Drishshade's employ? Or
Not them.
Your family.
When you say that, Harper, she kind of looks up at you. And she kind of cocks her head a little bit, and then undoes it, and she just, interesting. You're new to Precinct 9, I suppose?
I am.
If you want to roll insight on any of that, you may.
Absolutely.
doing the same thing?
Ooh, 19.
Another 19 too?
Nothing.
13.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, all right, Livy.
I'm trying to do notes. It's killing
Dirty-
my brain.
Dirty.
No good. I'm glad you're taking them.
The DC was 20, so
Yellow, let's go.
there is something that she noticed about Harper that is not surface level, if that makes sense.
Reading Harper like a book.
Not just reading Harper like a book, but seeing more of Harper than what
Okay.
she. There's a weird familiarity with how she suddenly started with how she's looking at Harper.
Okay, Harper.
So,
they try to keep me out of all of the work, the business side of things, so I don't have a lot of specifics. I'm sorry. They keep me at the Lantern House. That's what they call it. You know, I've got people that wait on my every need, and I can live comfortably and all of this and that, but I don't know, that language about her, it sounded like someone was going to die, and
did you say you think they're going to be making this move tonight?
maybe, like I said, I don't have all of the specifics, but it might be tonight or tomorrow or over the next couple of days. I don't know if they're just starting to prepare. I don't know if they're hiring someone outside of the family. I don't know if they're...
Do you not agree with your family?
I agree with some of my family, but I don't agree with all of them. I mean, it's dangerous for me to even be here right now.
For
Well,
us? Or for you?
Both, probably.
I had a feeling you'd say that. So, Are you in need of any more assistance from us, considering the precarious position you're putting yourself in?
Maybe, maybe not. I just told the guards I was simply going out to have lunch with a friend, or morning coffee. So they haven't suspected anything yet. I trust my driver. She's not going to be an issue. But I don't know. With everything going on, I thought the right thing to do would be to tell you all I'm not as powerful as some of the other people.
Considering the fact I'm concerned of your safety, but I know who your family is, if you'd like, I could give you something that could allow us to keep an eye on you to make sure you're not in any danger, and provided you're in with at least 10 miles of me, I can alert someone to your rescue, should you need it.
I'm planning on going to the archivist, so I'll be fine. I should be safe there. That's a no conflict area, at least.
Are you more than 100% certain you don't want to allow yourself any opportunities for something bad to happen to you?
You putting something on me that allows you to see through it would be more dangerous than me just going to the archivist.
Understood.
They could track that back to you and anything you've seen. And I mean, pluck your eyes out if they deemed it would stop you from going after them, or if it was all part of their grand plan.
Well, sounds like this family of yours is quite a force to be working with.
You have no idea. Is there anything else that you need from me, or am I free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go as far as I'm concerned. Harper? Anything else you want to ask?
If you need protection, our precinct, I'm sure, has methods to offer. But I understand your choice with the archivist. Should I walk you out?
That would be appreciated. And she'll stand. And I think she kind of props her arm in a way so that, Harper, you could take it if you wanted to.
Harper would take it.
And you two start to walk out. We'll stay with the group, the other three, for a second, as Harper and her walk out and head towards her driver. And we'll stay with Nigel and Libby and Kragnar.
Is Grapevine at the precinct yet, or are they still out and about doing their own thing?
You haven't. What I'll say is you haven't seen her today,
Okay.
but there's a chance that she's here. You just haven't seen her yet.
Gotcha. So, I know she said that not to nose around too much, but Grape could be a nice little shadow at her back. I think we should have them keep an eye on her. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to ask them to do as soon as I see her.
That sounds like a good plan. I think half Livy's attention is split between this conversation and Harper leaving with Aiko. Anything else?
Oh? I really wonder. She really thinks that her family has won over on us. That we couldn't possibly be of any protection to her if she is she is what she says she is, and then giving us a proper tip to prevent a crime. At that point, what's the point of asking us to protect her? Protect, Lady Driftshade? What do you think her angle is?
That is a fantastic question. Sometimes just throwing the request out there, even though it can't amount to anything, helps.
Right.
If anything, soothe her soul.
She seemed really confident when she was coming in here, but I noticed her heartbeat did pick up when she entered. Could just be the fact this is an interrogation room. No matter what, you might feel like you're under, interrogation when you're sitting there. Oh. Perhaps I'm overthinking it.
You are a detective, Nigel. That's what you're supposed to do.
Grace, you're right. There's no such thing as overthinking it. Even though you didn't drink with us last night, I brought avocado toast.
Oh. You went out drinking.
Well, more like helping Craig with some, gardening, and, Rose, friend Cal, brought some of her homemade moonshine. Strong stuff, even. I felt the trace effects of it. She's a good brewer. Craig had a little too much for him to handle that.
I'm still holding the bucket, mind you.
Maybe, yeah, just hold on to that, Craig.
Yeah.
I will clean up any mess you make.
Yeah,
And
I don't... Mop might kill me by the end of this.
Right. Especially after that glitter vomit last night. If there's nothing else with you lot, think we're gonna go see if I can find Grape.
Sounds good, Craig. Maybe just go hang out at your desk.
Yeah, that's probably for the best for right now.
And Libby will excuse herself and hopefully maybe catch the tail end of the conversation with Harper and Aiko's conversation with a good stealth roll.
Yeah, because so they were walking out, and then they'd be walking down the stairs, and then they'd be going to the driver.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to move a little quick, but yeah, give me a stealth check.
That it's 21.
Okay. Aiko doesn't notice. Harper, you can roll a perception check, but we'll move over to yours. Move over to
Perception. Bam. 19.
Okay. Yeah. You'll be able to catch the tail end of this conversation.
Amazing.
As they're walking out, going through the kind of detective's bullpen situation, kind of rewinding a little bit. Aiko kind of holding your arm, Harper. So, how long have you been with the precinct?
Not long enough yet. Still so much to discover. Aiko Tanaka showing up willingly to a precinct.
Yes, well, not many people know my name as is in this town, much less know the last name and live.
And to know your face as well. Quite a bold position you've placed yourself in.
They can't keep me locked up for forever.
Are you intending to go against your family?
I know that I'm not alone. If I do,
Insight.
Yeah?
I want to know if she actually is intending to go. If
yeah.
she's just trying to play me.
Yeah.
Insight +2. 17.
I had a 16 on the die. She does intend to go against her family.
I take it you have an understanding of who I am, then.
I do. And if you give me the chance to see you again, I would greatly appreciate it.
I don't think I would mind that. I'm glad you met me as opposed to some of my fellows. Most of us don't wait to judge character once we hear your last name.
I didn't see you initially, so I think I would have kept that last name to myself if I had known you were in the room, but I think it's a good thing that maybe we can bring them all to the light and recognize they need to stop.
Agreed. Do you have a means of contacting me?
there's a moment. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Yeah, okay. She reaches over into her purse and she pulls out a small bead. And it has kind of like a strange insignia on it. What kind of jewelry does Harper wear, if any?
The silver earrings generally, and maybe a silver necklace, but very like nondescript.
You notice this is like a red, almost like red with like black like lines in it, kind of marble. And she kind of reaches up to your necklace. And there's a moment where it phases through and then latches onto the necklace, so you don't even have to take it off. Now you can get into contact with me whenever you would like.
Neat trick.
They're a little more convenient than sending stones and a little more secure than the new crystals they're rolling out.
Very well then. And I think as we get to the car, Harper will like open the door and help her in.
As you get to the car, you do see the driver.
Mhm.
Looking at her initially, you see maybe 5'8", female, human, wearing sunglasses, kind of leaning against it, black suit, everything like that. With your glasses, though, you see a little bit beyond that, as it is an 8-foot tall, red-skinned, with 2 large horns that push out of the forehead. That is jacked beyond belief, as you clearly recognize that this is an Oni.
Well, Miss Aiko, I wish you the best with these archivists. And I hope to see you again soon.
She'll kind of get into the car. I think she's kind of holding onto your hand still as she like sits. She'll lean forward and kiss the back of your hand, and then we'll lean into the car and just go, "I hope to see you as well, Harper." And the door closes.
I think before the door closes, Harper will just smile and just say, "Re."
I'm sorry, what was that?
Re.
Re?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spicy. And the door closes, and you see the driver get into the car and start to drive away.
And I will turn around and go back inside.
Seely, give me a perception check on that last little bit.
Perception.
Because I want to see where, I'm kind of trying to figure out where you
14?
14. 14. You see the bodyguard standing there. I think you kind of get there right as, like, getting into the car. And you hear that, Aiko being like, "I want to see you again," to Harper. And then you see the hand kiss. And you don't hear the comment that Harper makes, but then you see the car kind of go away. What you do with this information is up to you, Seely.
I think she'll kind of casually lean against the doorway, no longer hiding. Her hands tucked in her pocket, as Harper comes back up, she's like, get our guests to their car, all right?
I think so. Hopefully they don't get killed by their own family on the way home.
That would be a shame. They seem to be quite comfortable with you already. Kind of raises
I
a
have
brow.
an effect on people. And Harper will continue walking in.
She will follow.
As if nothing happened. So I suppose we have more work to do.
Always never ending.
An assassination to avert this evening.
Or tomorrow evening if it doesn't happen tonight. Or the following if it doesn't happen tomorrow. Yes, very lovely.
Indeed. So what is our next step?
That is the great question. Perhaps we gather the others and figure that out. I think Livy will kind of walk by Kragnar's desk and kind of do a two-finger tap on his desk. Be like, Krag, conference room. And then wherever is Nigel, maybe. Is he in the bullpen? Did he go look for a grapevine?
So Nigel went to go look.
That's what Nigel's doing right now.
Yeah,
he's looking
so
for
Okay.
grapevine.
Give me a I guess investigation. I guess would be appropriate here.
Alright.
It's a low DC.
Good, because I got a high roll. That's a 16 on the die. Does that already beat the DC, or?
Yeah. I rolled a 16 earlier to see like if she showed up today. So it's like, yes, she's here. So it's like a DC of like 4. You're kind of looking around and you pass the evidence locker and you see her. You see Grapevine is currently in there looking over an old folder of something.
Hi, Vine. I've got a favor for you. I've got a favor I need you to do for me.
Oh, yes. And what's that?
Aiko Tanaka. That a
Gee.
name that sounds familiar?
Huge eyebrow. Last name, yes. First name, no. I've heard rumors of the last one.
I need you to put on one of your faces and tell her she lives in she stays in the... My brain wants to say pleasure house, but I know that's not right.
Lantern
House.
Lantern house. I think it's because my brain thinks pleasure house when I hear the word lantern house.
It is not a pleasure house, mind you.
It's not.
Didn't think so.
It's not the red light district.
Nope.
Right.
Kind of like.
So she stays in a place called the Lantern House. I know you're good at what you do. And he gives her a detailed description of Aiko. I know I don't have to tell you to be not to be noticed or whatever. I just want to make sure the girl's safe. Because
I'll keep.
she's
it
ruffling. Appreciate ya. Also, you do get involved with Liv. Make sure not to break her heart, yeah?
Then maybe it might be best that I don't get involved with her. You know how good I am at accidentally disappearing for a while.
You know,
Plus, let's
So,
be
one of
real,
these.
I wouldn't be an actual choice for her. If anything, I'd just be a rebound. And I'm okay with that.
Communication's key. I'm assuming, at least.
It is
If you're
a
upfront with,
important role in what I do.
just be upfront with what you want and what you're offering, and if she's agreeable to that, you're both adults.
Yes, that is commonly how those kinds of relationships work. I'm glad that you're finally figuring it out. Have you found anyone for yourself yet?
You know, when I had to learn that lesson from you the hard way, like a long time ago, me and Date Pit used to joke that Heartbreak's name is Grapevine, but I probably shouldn't have told you that. But I kind of treat it like a little bit of emotional training.
There are still some bets out on whether or not you, Persimmon, or Appleseed will be the last to get a date.
I hope Appleseed's doing all right. It's been ages since I've heard from her.
She's doing some work right now. She's alive, at least.
Miss our talks. She had such an amazing, beautiful mind.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware.
Yeah. If you do run into her again, tell her I said hi, and I really would like to see her again.
It's gonna be a little bit before I see her again, but I will pass the message along.
Right. Anyway, thanks. Do appreciate it. Truly.
I'll go track down this Aiko person and this Lantern House place, because I've never heard of it. And do you know where it might be?
Alright, what check do I have to roll for that? Because I doubt I know off the top of my head.
History, DC's 25.
Let me see if it's even worth trying to spend that inspiration. It is not.
I will allow you nat 20 or bust.
No. But yeah, I might as well. We get one every session. It's worth it. Nope. That's a no. That is a 6.
Cool. Yeah. You think about it and you're like, I've never heard of a place called the Lantern House.
Yeah, that sounds like Abyssal to me.
I'll reach out to some contacts and see what I can find.
Thanks.
Alright. And she closes the book and sets it back in the evidence locker and starts moving past you. Now, don't be too much of a stranger. She'll walk back out, and I think Livy, you'll see her kind of walk past you. She gives you a little wave and then keeps walking.
She will give her a smile.
Yeah. Do you follow? I'm assuming you follow, Nigel.
Yes.
Yeah. So you see a second later, Nigel walks out behind her.
She will kind of give like a head nod to the conference room.
And that was gestured at Nigel or gestured at Grapevine?
Nigel.
Gotcha. Yeah. What's
Grapevine's
understood does
already
not need to be
seen.
said. Yeah,
Yep.
gotcha. Perfect. All right, yeah, he's in the conference room, so... All right.
All right.
Really not like that if you have something to say.
Just trying to figure out the next steps. What our next move is.
So, Grapevine is going to be tailing our friend Aiko to see what all is going on with that and make sure the girl's safe. I can't really change faces nearly as well as she can, but I can disguise self, pose as a guard, and perhaps try to run a little bit of interference with Driftshade, whereas we could stage a patrol, something on the up and up. Because my problem is, it's just a simple spell for me, and they might have something that can detect someone who's posing as something that they're not.
I would not doubt it. Though Olivia's eyebrow does change when you mention changing faces, but she doesn't comment.
And I think with the eyebrow, he probably realized he let something slip that he didn't mean to. Being overly it's like him and Livy are roommates and friends at this point, so it's like, skill she learned with us at the academy. So, she's just really good at disguises.
You don't have to explain for her.
Right.
Anyways, DM, does Driftshade... I know Driftshade loves to hold her events and galas and the whatnots. Does she have any coming up within the next couple days?
Oh, I have a question too.
Well, let me answer. I'll answer.
No problem.
First.
No problem. Yeah.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Mm-hmm. What is my history? 14 again.
14. You know that in 2 nights, so not tonight, not tomorrow night, but the night after, Lady
Friday night?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Because you guys are on Wednesday. If my math is correct, you guys are finally on Wednesday. You guys were on Tuesday.
We are
for a
on
really long
Wednesday,
time.
but if it's
Yes.
not Wednesday night and it's not Thursday night, wouldn't that make it Friday?
There's no
wait,
Thursday.
we don't have.
There's no
we have
Thursday in this world.
Okay,
Wait.
so not Wednesday night. No, okay, so Saturday night. Got it.
Uh,
I guess we need to first understand why.
Saturday.
Why her?
She is running an event. This one isn't a it's this thing that you, Livy, know about it, but like the common man wouldn't know about it. It's not publicized and stuff like that. It's one of her just like house parties that she's doing. That is very gaudy and flaunty and like, I'm so wealthy. Let me go flaunt my wealth.
Ew.
Kind of party.
VIP list.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like it's not even like for charity or something like that. It's just
Nah, it's just flaunting her wealth. Lovely. Love that.
100. It's boozy foods, magic and all this other stuff, and going to have some entertainment, and some of the top, actors and bards will be there, and da-da-da-da-da.
Got it. What did Harper want to say?
Oh, why her? What's the motivation?
That something I guess we need to find out.
Also, above table, Hannah, the night that we had the charity gala, was she the person that Date Pit was guarding, or was it someone different?
Oh, that's a good question. I can actually double check that. Give me 1 second. Oh, nope. Turn that off. Turn that off. Started opening up the maps. I'm like, no, wait. I need to open up a map, but I couldn't remember what map. No. Different shade. Grapevine was guarding Nightshade. This is Drewshade. It's a different.
No, not Grapevine. Date Pit. Date Pit.
Date Pit was guarding. Date Pit was guarding the people from the Verdant Spires.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I was like,
yeah.
Okay. Because I remember he was guarding somebody that was a very important woman. I was like, okay, was it her? Okay,
no, that was the Queen of Faelwyn.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lady Sylvara Driftshade was at the Balaam Estate party. But I don't think anyone interacted with her.
Right.
She was just there.
Okay.
I think she bid on one of the items. I think she got one of the items.
Gotcha.
Well. But the other thing that you would know is that at least Livy, you would also know this. With Jorah and Adelaide getting married, it pushed her down the top 10 richest people list further, and it did piss her off, and she did confront Adelaide about it.
Makes me not want to help her. Anyways.
She is a bitch. Like
I know she is. She was very upset when we got that curfew instated.
Yes. She's shown up a couple of times and has been she didn't like the curfew. She's now number 5 on the richest family list. Yeah.
I think Livy will kind of prop a hip against the desk, fold her arms across her chest. Like, well, she does have an event coming up this weekend. A private event. Something like a house party just to flaunt her wealth. In 2 days' time.
Question is, would our would-be assassins want to make this a public execution, or would they rather keep it quiet, make it look like an accident? Because one of these soirees, that would make a spectacle, cause a lot of gossip. We need to approach this really carefully.
Well, we can still guard it tonight and tomorrow night. And if it doesn't happen, then I can take the liberty of getting us on the guest list. Or at least attempt to.
Yes. And I suppose I could try to work with Grape and see what more she can glean from the people. That are in close to the orbit, or I could even check with one of my other mates and see if he's guarding anybody at the party.
That'd be helpful. Another
Right.
body on our side.
Those of us in our line of work, we do have somewhat of a code of honor, and I don't think there'd be too much conflict of interest there. Potentially, at least.
I can say that she will not be pleased if I, at the very least, show up at her party. Not that I really care if she's pleased or not, but
I mean, she'd be less pleased if, her heart's blood is spilled on the floor, right?
probably.
Especially in front of her sycophants.
So a stakeout tonight and tomorrow, and potentially a party on Saturday.
Also, Liv, let me fill you in on what we did see at Craig's place. And he fills her in on the situation with Kragnar and the note. Well, basically, we put Crag to bed, and he took us to Takashi's room. Place was in disarray, and someone left us a note, fresh, saying, "Be careful who we trust."
It's not ominous at all.
Quite.
The night before, Miss
This
Aiko
report.
walks into our precinct. Okay. Do you have the note?
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna
Thanks.
pull it out of my bag.
Of course.
I kind of tried to keep stuff a little organized.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Craig.
Yep.
Okay, DM. First, do we recognize the handwriting?
So, you can give me a history check, I guess. And
History.
Kragnar, if you want to share the information that you got from your check, now.
Oh God. Yeah.
Do you remember? You
Yeah.
got
Oh, yep.
information, so-
Yeah. It took me a minute. I had to go up in the notes where Roman put it. Yeah.
I got an 18 on my history, by the way.
Ooh, nice.
No, doesn't look familiar.
Okay.
Oof.
Kragnar,
Sorry, I had to write something down. Thinking how to explain this. So I do. The handwriting does kind of look familiar to me. Back a few years back when I spent some time the temple of Lumos, there was this woman that I would see there every so often. I believe she was from the temple of Naides. I'm not too sure who she was exactly. I just remember seeing her there every so often. I could maybe look into that for us. I mean, I haven't been to the temple in a while, though. And especially with this one.
Okay. I'm getting this right. Above table, you recognize the handwriting as someone you used to know from the temple?
Correct. Or
Okay.
It was a woman that used to I guess, visit from.
So
She used to visit the temple, yeah.
yeah, kind of. I'll explain a little bit more. So
Thank you.
there is like a temple row. So it's all of the gods. There are like 5. It's like a cul-de-sac almost, with each temple, with a temple to each of the gods. So the temple to Lumos, temple to Lemuria was one of them. Crag recognized the handwriting from a person from the temple of Nadis, which is the keeper of secrets, and had seen this woman at some point writing down, and the handwriting looked very similar. That's what Kragnar had gotten on it, because I think he rolled like a nat 20 on the history check.
I hope so.
It was something crazy because it was one of those things where I was like, "There's no way anyone would get this," and then like you rolled, and I was like, "I guess you got it." So that was what it was. Was that it's potentially someone who is an acolyte or a priest or something like that from the Temple of Nadis in that area.
Well, then perhaps we go pay this temple a visit.
Can't hurt. I mean, don't we still have to kind of keep tabs on Driftshade, though?
That's what Grapevine will be doing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nigel?
Well, at the moment I have her trailing Miss Aiko. So I suppose one of us is going to have to work on the drift shade,
Mm-hmm.
protection, connection, what have you.
She's not my
Well-
biggest fan since I got the curfew put in place.
What I can't start to do is I can at least try to see if me mate, date pit is either guarding someone at this next party, or if he might know of the group of people who are. And I can at least get a little bit of a pulse. And then, I guess after you're done casing out this temple, maybe get what you need done to get clearance for us to attend if need be.
So above table, Nigel's going separately.
Yeah, I'm thinking that makes the most sense. Yeah, for him to go and see if he can get some information on what's going to be her whereabouts or protection class, and yeah, guess we're going separately.
Okay. Oh. Perhaps take someone with you. We can do a split. Crag probably should be going to the temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
You'll go with Crag
Unless you'd rather
or
go
Nigel?
alone. With Nigel.
Thanks. I could appreciate a sharp eye like yours. All right.
Then
It's like a
I will be
regular
going with
partner.
Kragnar.
All right, regular partner split situation.
Sorry, DM, I saw your message. Talk to Captain about what? Following Driftshade?
Or yeah, like if you want, you could talk to the captain about Driftshade if you wanted to have someone, if you wanted her to work on that as well.
That's an option.
Just as like, hey, you don't have to keep it to just you guys, but also if you don't want those resources, that's also a choice.
Probably tell the captain anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably a good idea, but up to you.
And he got Libby will pipe up. Like, well, before we do the split, perhaps we fill in the captain. You know, assassination attempt's kind of high up there on the list.
Yeah, probably can't hurt to inform.
I shall go grab her, and we will be back.
She's just in her office.
Okay. She'll just knock and be like, Cap, can we speak to you in the conference room?
Yeah, and she'll stand and follow you. What's going on?
Well, we had a lovely little tipster come in here a few minutes ago.
And what, pray tell, was that tip?
Potential assassination attempt on Driftshade.
Okay, but like how much do we trust the tip?
That is a lovely question. I kind of look about, kind of settling more on Harper than anyone else. She was a Tanaka, after all.
I think there's a moment where she just like pinches the bridge of her nose for a second. She just okay. You're telling me they came in and told you about that?
Just waltz right in.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they?
Oh, mind you, after our half the team received this note last night, she'll hand over the note.
Yes.
She takes it. You notice, because she has that one eye that is different. You see it literally ignites blue for a second as she looks over the note, and then it kind of fizzles out. Uh-huh.
Crag seems to recognize the handwriting at the very least.
Okay. This is complicated.
We don't have to trust the tip, but it might be worth taking precautions either way.
Just in case, with this particular tip, I did allow Grapevine to follow her. Or asked Grapevine to follow her.
That was probably a good call, saying is that I don't... That family are like boogeymen when it comes to the history of this town. And after what happened the last time one was here, I see a bit of concern. Takashi left a bit of a mark.
It's an understatement, Captain.
Yes, one thing that especially made me a bit curious about what her true motives were is, you know, with my Aerie token, I can, if she's truly worried about her family putting her or us in a potential bit of danger, I offered to allow her to put a token in her person. She refused, but still feels that we're not competent enough to keep ourselves safe from tracking her, but feels we're competent enough to prevent an assassination attempt on a big name target that they have their crosshairs on. Bit odd, don't you think?
Knowing what we know, I don't think it's a good idea to go up against any of them normally, but I think that trying to understand why she went about doing this might just cause a bigger headache. We should... I will look into this. I will reach out to Driftshade and I will grab a couple uniformed officers to start patrolling over there. How does that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Like that. Yeah.
She does have a bit of a private social event going on this weekend. I was going to procure invites for us if I could.
Be careful. I've been told those invites are quite expensive to acquire, and I don't believe the precinct will reimburse you.
Oh, I was not going to go through the precinct, Captain.
The other option isn't always better.
You're right about that, but we'll see what it takes. I have a few options.
Yes. Keep me posted on that. I will let you know. I will go make some calls. I don't want the Magisters to hear about this quite yet until we can confirm potential intent.
No reason to rile them up when they already have other things to deal with.
Well, and after everything that happened with them being concerned that Rowan and Burke might go after Adelaide, and now nothing happened, don't want to keep sending them to protect the elite. Feel like it
Precinct that cry wolf.
It also sets a bad precedent that the Magisters work for the elite, not everyone.
Say that again.
So,
I'm sure we can handle this.
Let's keep it in-house for the time being.
If you need any of us to go in undercover, I'm more than willing to.
I have a sneaking suspicion our good Lavinia here has already offered not to go necessarily undercover, but to at least...
Want my family's 12? Yes.
Yes.
Try.
So I'm not sure how many names I can get on the list, though undercover might still be an option.
I can also see about getting in contact with Driftshade and seeing about potential bodyguard detail and potentially having a couple of you all intermixed in the bodyguard detail. We have plays as long as we have time.
Remind me if I'm correct. Harper also comes from a family of status, right? Is that somewhat data?
Who does?
You?
Harper?
I don't think so. I don't think that was talked about.
I think it was... Okay. I wasn't sure.
You can ask them. I will open this up for RP.
Livy says, "No, I won't lie. It'll be easier to get people with family of status on the list than of not. What is Harper's last name? Do we know Harper's last name? Yeah.
I don't think they've shared it unless it's like on our name tags or whatever, or on our desks.
I think it would be on the desk, but I think it's that thing of it's so mundane that you probably would have missed it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what is this person's last name?
Yeah.
No. I think Livy kind of settles on Harper and be like, Harper, do you perhaps come from a family of status? Perhaps I can get us on the list?
I do not.
Mm.
You can call me one of
Very
the
well.
common men. Sorry to say.
That's quite all right.
I think the captain also turns up a little bit of, what about Adelaide, maybe? Or
That was my next option. She has been granted temporary detective,
ah,
so it's not like she would be overstepping anywhere.
where I don't hear about the other precincts. Do you know where she is at the moment?
Far underground,
Ah,
in catacombs beneath the city.
I think there's a
How likely
moment where her head turns like 45 degrees sideways and just, huh?
Yes, apparently there's catacombs in the city. Her and her team have gone to investigate them. They should be returning home soon. Next, either today or tomorrow.
I see.
Give us some time before the party.
Well, I will leave you to it then. You all get to work. I will get the field officers out there and start contacting her and her security to warn her about this potential situation. Who knows? She might cancel the event. We all know she won't, but there's...
She
I have to
doesn't
say
even
that-
cancel the events for the curfew.
Yeah.
She's not canceling her event. You know her.
I have to say it, she says as she like walks out of walks out of the conference room.
All right. So I can get into contact with Adelaide as soon as she's back. Our sendings haven't really been going through. Perhaps the two of us can get +1s, so that's at least 4 of us. And then the rest maybe guard detail.
Or we can, those of us that need to stake from the outside, watching for threats that may be approaching during the party, if needed.
That would be ideal as well. So I'm sure the captain would have the uniformed officers doing that, though
Very
that
true.
depends on how much we trust their instincts.
There is that.
Right, so I guess the captain's going to get information on Drishade, so that means we can all head to the temple.
There's so.
Sounds like it.
It's a good plan. Everything shakes out in the end, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, above table DM. I'm assuming Rowan is here.
Yes.
Rowan showed up to work, so we don't... The truck is still an option to get us there.
Yes.
Or at least half of us there.
Yes. Yes. You can
Okay.
You could do truck and Harper's car to get there.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a car.
Or Libby's or whomever's.
Ah.
I assume
Uber.
Libby has a car. No, I assume Libby got a car at some point.
Yeah,
But, like-
she doesn't drive it very often because, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Glum Quarter, but...
I mean, honestly, well, there's also the Sky Rails. There's the Sky Rail system.
Yeah.
But, you know, you guys had your situation with that.
Experience.
Yeah, so the religious district is over I think it is over kind of in the Luminar district near the clock tower. It's a little bit away from the clock tower. So it would be like distance wise, if you were like walking, like maybe half an hour. Also, like, you guys probably have cop cruisers you could probably take.
Honestly,
Like,
yeah.
there are police vehicles, so you don't have to take personal. If you don't want.
I don't think we need to be pulling up in a Velothran marked car.
Yeah,
Um.
or the truck is for incognito because people just don't look at it.
I mean,
People
unless
look
we put
away
like a
from the
little
truck.
set of lights on.
Yeah. So I'd say you guys could probably get 2 cruisers and hop in those and drive those.
Well, there's 5 of us. There's 5 seats in the cruisers, right? So we could just
It would
throw
be
3 of us back there.
it would be cramped, and you
I'm
would
not
have
getting in the trunk.
and
I'm
you,
gonna make you get in the trunk.
Here's what I'll say. Technically, the cruisers are 2-seaters because you have the front 2
Mhm.
seats, and then you have the back row to hold people.
Yeah, I was just gonna throw them back there.
Oh.
I'll let you out when I let you out.
Or
Be careful on
because you're
tight trunk.
detectives, you guys also have. I guess technically because you're detectives, you do have the reinforced like sports vehicle that are 4-seaters technically. That are like closer to like a Charger situation.
Oh, okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Let's
wanna
take that
crush
one.
anyone. I'd rather not crush
You
somebody in the
two-
back.
Yeah, so you get 2 reinforced Hellcats.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
So wait,
Okay.
are these like 1930s era vehicles, 50s? Like what?
It's a little.
What?
It's a combination of things. So it is like 19. I would say like 1950s, but they're arcane infused.
Okay.
So there is this arcane aspect to them. I would say these ones do have wheels. You have seen that there are some cars that do drive around that are hover. They don't actually have wheels.
Okay.
They can just hover. Because of magical bullshit. TM.
Gotcha.
But these are your pretty quick street vehicles. Good suspension situation.
Gotcha. So we're dealing
Starsky and
with something.
Hutch.
Gotcha. I was
Era.
picturing, so kind of like the vehicle in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That level of
my-
quality.
Sorry, that just-
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
Just maybe not all 6 wheels, maybe not as
Right.
long as
Aw.
the Nautilus car, but
Damn it.
yeah, that kind of
Okay, I gotcha.
vibe. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait, what type of cars were they? The Hellcat or the Dodger? Sorry.
Either.
Okay. I was just putting down for notes, my bad.
Yeah. Like a 1970s Hellcat situation.
Hands are cramping.
Oh, I get it.
As you all rip out of there.
I was gonna say, can we do donuts in like a parking lot somewhere?
You are officers of the law.
Livy
So
would
the
not.
answer is yes.
I feel like Rowan would.
Rowan would.
Rowan. Yeah, you're right.
We
as
can,
you-
but we shouldn't.
Yeah, as
We
you guys
must, though.
drive over, it takes a little bit of time. Who is in what car?
I think we've already established who drives with who.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Livy and
I know,
Harper,
right?
and then the 3 men.
Yeah, perfect. So you got Livy and Harper in one car, and then you've got Rowan driving with Nigel and Crag in the other.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are heading that direction, is there any conversation that you would like to have?
No. Harper, you want to talk about anything?
I am curious as to whether this will pan out, if this is a real warning.
Quite interesting who it came from and who it's about. I would not surprised about an assassination attempt on Shade, if I'm going to be honest.
You don't care for the woman.
It's not that I don't care for her, more like she doesn't care for me. She's another rich socialite who thinks she owns the city and who's quite upset of Adelaide and Jorah's engagement bumping her down.
This Adelaide is she a friend of yours? You've spoken to me
very
about her a
much.
few times.
Adelaide Montgomery? Yeah. She is my best friend.
Ah,
She works with Precinct 2.
and you haven't been able to contact her in a while.
Just a few days. She's been down in the catacombs. I don't know if it's arcane intervention or just simply not having the time.
Have you been able to contact any of them?
I have not tried to contact the other ones.
In case they were separated or something happened, it might be good to try.
Perhaps we can get in contact with their precinct and ask if they've heard from them.
Are you sure they'll be back in time for this plan?
They should. Adelaide said she'd be home by tonight, I believe. They're just going to spend a couple days down there.
Okay, well, perhaps we should check on the precinct, her precinct after this.
Yes, we should.
What do you make of this tip? Specifically our shipster.
I think it's rather odd and
Agreed.
bold. Tanaka showing up in our precinct after everything that happened. And I don't know if it's stupid or perhaps she really is just very deeply concerned. So she could have gone to any other precinct.
Part of me wonders if it's a trap. If it's,
Always wonder if it's a trap, Harper. Always.
or if it's just someone who is young and naive and thinks they can, maybe change something. Maybe it's for a good cause. Maybe she does actually care, or maybe it's spite against her family.
Could be. It's quite more of that than you think in wealthy families. No. You two seemed quite comfortable with each other. Do you know each other? Know of each other?
Not particularly, no.
So the hand kiss is just...
You make a habit of watching your coworkers.
When something seems a little off, yes. Though I may add, not with you, with her. She seemed to be a little more interested in you.
If it comforts you, I was walking her out to ensure that we got the information we needed. And if someone intends on getting close to us, then might as well let it happen if it puts us in a better position to react. My
Very
allegiance
well.
is with this precinct.
That is good to hear. I think they just ride in silence after that. Just casual conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We'll push over to Nigel and Gragnar if there's any conversation there.
So, Greg, how are you holding up now? Since it's been a bit of time.
Definitely feeling a lot better compared to beforehand. Well, just glad I don't have the bucket on me now for once. Though I probably should have let that sit outside instead of in the office.
Good. Well, we'll do something about the smell later. That room, Takashi's, you left it in a bit of a state. Do you want to talk about that, or how's your head doing? Your heart, I should say, so to speak.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure.
I'll get it. I'm doing what I can to take care of my family as well. Every decision that you make weighs on keeping them safe, right? Just make sure you keep the course. And whatever you can do for your uncle, you know you're doing the right thing.
Thanks.
We tell ourselves what we're doing is not enough, but you gotta keep going the course. And it's okay to not always feel like you're making progress. You're strong, Craig. Ro, why don't you put something on the radio? I've gone and made this whole situation awkward. Methinks.
Yeah, you did. And then they turn the radio on. You hear like heavy metal blast for a second, then you hear like lo-fi pop, and then you hear one more click, and the most yeehaw ass "My tractor has been starting to go slow" starts playing.
You just want to kiss your fish?
I wanna be alright in heavy blows. As country music starts playing, and Ro just looks at you and just turns it up slightly with just this wicked grin on his face.
Sorry for that, thanks.
As you drive, after a couple of minutes, because I think it's funny, Livy and Harper, you show up first, and then 45 seconds behind you, you hear blasting yeehaw country music as Roan and the rest of them pull up behind you.
I was looking for non-copyright country music for a second, just to blast it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Please don't.
I know.
I do not need to deal with the strikes currently.
That's fair.
As they hop out, you hear turn off for a second. They all hop out. Rowan's got just a big ass grin on his face.
Fun drive.
Yeehaw.
At times like this, I wish I wish alcohol actually affected me like that. But I'm on the job, so let's just get right to it, yeah?
Right.
Yeah. You guys see it's a large stone paved cul-de-sac with temples to each of the gods of each of the known gods to Nyxborough. You see it's kind of almost Grecian pantheons, huge, large buildings placed around this circle. You see in the center there is kind of a grassy patch with a it's got a fountain in the middle of it. Goes up a level, and you see standing atop it is this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, probably close to like 15 beings that are all like back to back, that have their hands out and there's water shooting from their hands. If anybody would like to make a religion check, they may on that.
Sure.
Kragnar, you'll have advantage because you're
Oh,
from this area.
okay, please.
Alright.
Let me just
Uh,
redo that real quick. Because I fucked up immediately.
I got a 15.
15's good enough.
I got a 17.
8.
8, not good enough. 17's fine.
It was so much better than my fucking 9.
Yeah. Are you rolling, Dan?
Nah, well, I did. I got like a 10. I didn't get
10
me
is
nothing.
enough. 10 is enough.
Oh.
It's not a high
Okay.
DC. It's the eternal balance. It's the multiple gods represented in the eternal balance. You do see there are six buildings currently. The one in the kind of middle back is white with gilded kind of filigree on it, with the symbol of scales with a sun and a moon in each pan, which you know is the symbol for the eternal balance. To the left is a very dark gray stone slabbed building, but there are veins of blue that kind of go through the whole architectural design of this. And you see there's a lightning bolt splitting a wave on the top of it, which you would know as Cerathis. To the left of that is a almost like fully blacked out looking building with a bunch of awnings with veils on them that kind of drape it down, and they almost look like they're alive and moving with the wind constantly. And you see a crescent moon pierced by a dagger, which you would know is Umbris, the Veil Walker. Going back to that center one to the right, going back to the Eternal Balance to the right of that is a huge stone structure, and you can like feel heat coming out of it, as this is you see a hammer striking an anvil, which you know is Gorath, the Forge Master, and her it's actually a forge. Unironically, it's also a blacksmith forge, because that is how you pay tribute, is making things. To the right of that, you see a golden sunburst over a shield on another kind of pale looking building with a bunch of trees and things like that, which is the Temple of Lumos for Lumora. And then to the right of that is the last one, and the one kind of closest to the road. And honestly, it just looks like a library. And you see the image of an open book with an eyeball, like an eye, in the center of the pages. And you would know that this is the Temple of Nadis, the Keeper of Secrets.
Cool. So this is not a unified judge as it was, shall we? I'll get to it then. Ask about.
Sounds good.
Crag, you want to lead the way?
Sure.
This is your stomping grounds, mate.
It's just been a while.
Well, we're right behind you.
You do see acolytes in various different robes and symbol garments, all with varying colors for their different gods, are kind of milling around and stuff like that. You do see there's a couple of each kind of near each of their like respective temples, except for like Gorath's. You see they're not like wearing like robes, they're wearing like blacksmith aprons and are covered in soot because there's a literal forge inside of theirs. And you see, and if anybody wants to focus on one, I'll describe it. Otherwise, we'll kind of move to heading towards Nadiz.
I'm just gonna head towards Nadiz.
As interested as I am in the Goref one, I will hold off.
You can always go back.
I'm planning on it at one point. I'm putting that in my notes.
We have to walk back out this way.
Yeah. As you
I'm stopping at shop for that.
As you walk over to Nadiz, you see there is like an older gentleman standing there he's very like refined, almost like butler clothes, white gloves on, twirled mustache, slightly balding, but white hair slicked back aggressively, little monocle in place, as he's standing at the door, and he kind of looks you all over and says, "Welcome, we've been expecting you," and opens the door.
I'm sorry, did he say he's been expecting us?
Uh-huh.
Can we roll something on that, please?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Oh.
You can roll
Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can I will allow insight or
That's cocked.
religion, and they will give you different answers.
I don't know
Okay.
religion. We're going
I sh-
insight.
I should have
Nigel's
done
going
religion.
religion. I'm going religion for sure. Oh, nice.
Are you kidding?
That is 24.
Okay.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Crags. 18.
18.
I mean, I don't know
Also
if I
an
should allow it.
18.
I did
Okay.
religion. I didn't.
You
We
rolled
see
insight
each other,
first. You
Harper.
rolled insight first. You're getting insight. You're getting insight for yours, Wolfsy. I saw that shit. All right, Harper, did you roll insight or religion?
Insight.
Insight. He says this to every person that walks in. Livy, you get the same vibe.
No.
Kragnar, Nigel, Kragnar, that's fucking weird. He knew. He fucking knew. Nigel, you know that with them being the keeper of secrets and stuff like that, there is a little suspicion around followers of Nadiz being able to see the future to some extent by understanding the past. And so there is a bit of superstition around that, and that's what I'll say that you glean off of that religion check.
Okay.
As you all enter into this temple, it is less so a temple and more so a vast library. Actually, I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw as they enter.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not terrible.
Intelligence?
Say
Yes.
goodbye to Kragnar.
We believe in you, Gregnar. Oh, you can say bye to Livy. God damn.
I got a 14.
I rolled a
25.
4. Wait, I have
Oh.
inspiration.
Yeah, session's almost over. You might as well use it.
Oh, that's a 7.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay.
25 if you didn't hear me.
25. Okay, cool. Harper and Kragnar, you are fine.
Yippee.
Livy, you're not. You get vertigo.
Shit.
Nigel, you're totally fine. So the three of you that succeeded, you realize as you stepped in, oh, this space is massive. Like you saw the outside of the building, and it was not as large as this was. And as you stepped in, you're now realizing, oh, this thing is huge. It is significantly bigger on the inside. Livy, that recognition of it's bigger on the inside, though, throws you for such a loop that you start to get vertigo, because the whole thing kind of like, it does that like in out with your vision for a second. It's just like,
Oh. She kind of just...
Yeah.
She's going to grab onto whoever's closest to her as she steadies herself and blinks it away.
Harper will offer a hand.
I don't think it's offered. I think it's yoinked.
Yeah.
Forced.
Yeah, it's kind of a shoulder grab situation. Like, oh,
Get away.
Yeah.
oh yeah, let me. Rowan just passes. I rolled to see if he got vertigo. He's like, ooh.
Roll for disease.
You hear tapping of heels as a male drow approaches you. You see he's wearing this like tight corset situation with this like long flowing dress. His silver hair is braided, kind of this cascading braid situation down behind him. As he walks up, he's got this like long sleeveless cloak that kind of flows behind him that's like sheer almost, that transitions from like black to this dark blue of a night behind him. You see on his arms are these silvered tattoos on his dark blue skin that depict these different like scenes and stuff like that. And as you're kind of looking at them, you notice that they're actually like moving a little bit as they seem to be depicting these scenes from books over and over again. As he walks forward, he's like 6'8" with these heels on. You see he's got this leather-bound, like dark leather-bound book that has this silver chain that hooks onto his hip somewhere in the swath of clothes. As he steps forward, hello, you all have entered the Temple of Nadis. How may I be of service to you?
Crags, do you remember the name of the person you recognized? Handwriting of?
I never got her name.
Okay, can you describe her?
If it's a inquiry upon a person's handwriting, if you can propose the document, I might be able to seek out what you're looking for.
Immediately, I'm just like, wait, I forget, does Livy have the note still, or did I get it back?
She'd probably get it back to you.
Okay. Just gonna hand that.
He takes it. There's a moment where he like looks at it, and you see like a little flash, and you see these like crescent moon spectacles appear on his face, and you realize that they were actually tattooed on his face, and then they appear when he needs them to.
Jesus.
Yes, I do. Actually, let me roll. Nope, that's Kiact. Okay. I don't recognize it off the at this moment in time. However, there are many people that come through here and write down in the books. Do you know if they were a practitioner, or were they someone who came often?
As far as I know, I would see her regularly at the Temple of Lumos or Lumora.
Was she an attendant of Nadis, or was she someone who was a acolyte of Lumora?
Can I roll a history check on that?
Above board,
like...
you know that she was a acolyte of Nadis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That is information that you do have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she was a acolyte of Nadis.
Oh, well then, if needed, I can take a look at some of our records, and we should be able to figure out who this handwriting belongs to. And I think there's a moment where he then flips it over and sees the LA, and another eyebrow raise at that. Interesting. Follow me. And he kind of turns and begins to walk deeper into the library. Do you all follow?
Yes, and I would like to insight check his interesting.
Yeah, go for
Yes, and please.
it. Please, yeah,
Please.
go for it.
Yes.
I would hope so. on.
24.
Ooh,
14.
working
Are you
class
fucking?
20.
God damn it, 8. My dice were doing decent.
You
today.
wasted your natural 20.
We don't talk about my natural 20.
What was yours, Libby?
24.
24. Okay. Harper, what was yours?
20.
20. Okay, 20 just makes it. I rolled a 19. I was like, what was it? So 19 or higher gets this. He recognized it, and there was a little twinge in the mouth as if a very silent tisk was made, as if almost annoyed by seeing those letters.
Oh, interesting.
And he is, and I would also say with the 24, there is a level of, he looked at each of you very quickly, very briefly, that he kind of up-downed all of you and just weighed all of you and measured all of you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna kind of give Harper like a raised brow, like, you seeing this?
Returned.
But she will follow.
And as you all descend further into the Temple of Nadis, that is where we will end tonight's session, and we will pick up following our lovely friend Kylor into the temple.
Okay.
And we will see you all
Okie dokie.
in 2 weeks.